Good morning. Thank you for joining us today on Superstars of Sports. I'm your host, Chicken George. Today we got two special crews in the house. All right, today to my left we have the Big Show, and to my right, one half of Grove Street Official.
Drew Chill.
Yes, sir.
Mike checking in. What's up, y'all?
Okay, so again, like I said, the other half of the crews couldn't make it today, so we got kind of a special show today. All right, we want to get started today on since today is the second day of Black History Month. We want to pay our homage to some of the ones that came before us. All right, this is a sports show, so we want to pay homage to some of the sports figures that pioneered the way for us to be able to do this thing that we love: football, basketball, baseball, etc. We look across the landscape of sports. There's some guys that's out here making some humongous salaries. It was some guys that used to get spit on just for the love of the game. All right, so we're going to pay homage to them today. We're going to start with Grove Street Official, Mike.
Bring some light to Jim Brown, one of the pioneers in the NFL. And the thing that I wanted to bring to light was his activism and just how he stood firm for the black people and our black community. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the people that motivate me to do some of the things that I used to do, that I do now, from some of the things that I saw him do, and just standing firm. He was a great NFL running back, but like again, I said I wanted to pay homage to him for his activism and the things that he tried to stand firm for the black community and black people.
All right.
All right, this is Drew Chill. Today I'm bringing in one of the best black basketball players that ever hit the court. He brought black to the court, really, because before him, and the court was really a white court game. You know, we had to work our way in. But this guy is Bill Russell. Everybody talk about the GOAT. This guy got great numbers. You know, everybody say somebody won 3 peats. Somebody won 6 championships. This man from college in San Francisco, right? He went to college in San Francisco, which was a school that nobody thought back then would win any national championship. They won 2 back-to-back championships from 1955 and 1956. They won back-to-back championships, and he was the most valuable player on the team. But then he went to the pros, and he went to a state called Boston. Now, everybody know Boston might have been the Tea Party and all that mess, but Boston is really not a black state. But he went up to Boston from the year 1956 to 1969. He played, coached, and won. They won 11 out of 13 years with him on the team. Block shots, rebound, he did whatever he had to do. You know, and I really give him credit because the man had more rebounds in his career than he had scoring. He only scored 14,000 points, 14,000 some points, but he had 20,000 rebounds. The man was a defense specialist. He shut down some of the biggest players in there. Wilt Chamberlain shut him down. You know, he got the Jabbar at the beginning stage. Well, I call him Jabbar, but we all know him as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But yeah, shut him down too when he first got there. This man had it. So then he finished his career, and this would be a perfect month for him because he was born in February the 12th. He was born in Aquarius. We got shout out to us Aquarius. Yeah, shout out to us Aquarius. We always winning. We always king of the throne. But yeah, he did a lot. He did a lot for his community. He did a lot of service for everything, and he did a lot for the NBA because he's got trophies. He got most valuable player trophies that they give out in honor of his name. So I'm just gonna give my props to Bill Russell, one of the greatest basketball players ever. The GOAT, for real.
Shout out Bill Russell. So I want to go into my Black History Month athlete, which is Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. He also was the first person to win Rookie of the Year in his inaugural season. So Rookie of the Year, the first year that he came into the league, he won it. So this is the first year they gave it to the black man. So he must have did a phenomenal job. Just a little quick story about myself. I remember, I didn't break any barrier, but I remember when I first started playing football, right? To understand to be the first, right? I was the first guy that I ever known to wear the duck helmet, right? Now they used to give me the blues about wearing the duck helmet, right? But that was the only way I could see. So by me being able to see, I was able to go out there and navigate and do the things that I need to do. Now we didn't have a lot of success in that first season, but I was able to move forward and be proficient with my duck helmet. So shout out to Jackie Robinson, shout out to Jim Brown, and shout out to Bill Russell. Also, one thing about Jackie Robinson is when he retired, he was first ballot Hall of Famer, right? So, some other things that we're going to cover moving forward with some of the athletes that pretty much got snubbed. This is going to be the snub episode, right? So, moving forward, like I said, we'd like to salute all of our black giants, whether on all levels, on all different aspects, and all businesses and all endeavors that they helped us with. So we salute to all the greats. Moving on to Bill Belichick, longtime Patriots coach, and what we think to be soon to be Hall of Famer. However, on his first time, being coming up for the Hall of Fame, he didn't get in, right? He didn't get enough votes. He got snubbed, or whatever they want to call it. I want to check with you on this one, Drew. When you think about Bill Belichick not getting the nod for his first time, coming up for Hall of Fame, like, what do you think of?
Well, all the Hall of Fames I've seen, like, most of the time, coaches don't get in their first time. All right, even Bill Belichick, he won 6 championships. He had that team they would say was a dynasty team, right? But they looking for the players. The players go first. I mean, it's a Hall of Fame, yes, but the players more important than the coaches when it comes to this. Okay, this is an honor that every coach, every player they want to be. But I mean, he had his assistants, he had his quarterback. He had one of the best quarterbacks out there. So, I mean, he had an easy road to it, but this time they said no. They said, no, we're not going to give you this the first time. And it's a lot of it. Some people might say it's a lot of hate going on or whatever. It's just that they looked at players first. And that's what they do. They voted in players first. And the coaches didn't vote for him. He didn't get in. So he had to just worry about next time. It'll be another year. He got another year. Sometimes he didn't win first. He didn't win his first playoff game when he went on and being successful. So now he ain't getting the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's no big thing. It shouldn't be a big thing to him, right? We making more about it than he probably is. He probably laid back to him, all right, I'll get in there next year. They had a thing, I'll get in there next year. That's what I think. It's no problem.
All righty. Mike.
As much as I hate Bill Belichick, I absolutely think he should have got in first ballot Hall of Fame. He's probably the best coach in NFL history. You know what I mean? So, and when you look at him being in having the most Super Bowl wins, been in the Super Bowl the most times, had been in the playoffs and winning more playoff games than any coach, it's just too many accolades that you can put in his favor to wonder why he wouldn't get in the first try.
Mike, he's a cheater too. You know that, right?
They say he cheated.
Hey,
all that.
A cheater check.
At the end of the day,
all that count.
it led to W's. Led to W's. You know what I mean?
But
So
when you inflate the football and let the football, that's cheating. So I mean, they looking at that too. That's why I say.
Day, He still want. It was how many seasons was that where he cheated?
They
And
don't
then-
know. They don't know. They just caught him. The one that they caught him.
Well, you asking me to argue for him. I really don't
No.
care. You
I
know
know,
what I
I
mean?
know.
What I'm saying is, I don't think that I believe he's the first ballot Hall of Fame coach
Okay.
based on his credentials. I know the NFL and baseball is a little harder than basketball because on basketball it's throughout your career. You can be a high school player, a high school coach, or anybody and getting there. But with Belichick, man, he got what 6 Super Bowls, man.
Right.
Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Right. I
Like,
think I gotta agree with you.
how can you look at this man and say you don't get in the Hall of Fame this first time when you got the most Super Bowls? You know what I mean? You've been the most times. Like, that's just a little off to me. So maybe it is because they feel like he was cheating or whatever, but it's something behind it.
Right, let me play devil's advocate because both of y'all said he should be getting it, right? So let's just go back. What Drew said, they had the Deflategate,
Deflategate,
they had the
Spygate.
Spygate, they
Shit.
had the field goal where they might be supposed to. They had the niggas come on and shovel all the snow off.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
That's 4.
So
Okay.
you know, you line them up with the Walshes, with the, you know, what's some of the other greats? With Jimmy Johnson. None of those guys won 2, right?
Watch
Johnson
1-3.
won 3.
Watch 1-3.
The trips.
With the Cowboys, the other guy came in and won, right?
Oh, Brian Switzer did.
Right,
Yeah, right.
So what I'm saying is, do you think that played a role in, you know, in him not getting in? So another thing is that I'm hearing around, you know, from my sources is that because he was an asshole toward the pretty much the non-voters, which is
The
media.
press, the
Right.
media.
Yeah.
Again, so it's that may be part of the reason why he hasn't gotten in because of his personality. Him not when you looking at the as writers, you know what I'm saying? That's putting these votes in the casting these votes. So at the end of the day, it's all bullshit because he's the best that ever done it
I think another
on paper.
them
You feel me?
them young girls he chasing.
Yeah, they gotta stop hating on that too, though, because
Yeah,
you know we gonna get old.
Oh no,
You can't hate me when I get old.
I'm old now and I ain't touching nothing under 40. Okay, so
They've been penalizing niggas for that these days, man.
boy, who you
They
telling?
got my man Shannon up out of there.
Yeah.
We got another guy that got snubbed out of the NFL in that same, you know, Hall of Fame class, which was Eli Manning. Now Eli had an up and down career. I think more down than up. You know, his really claim to fame is his
Like I
2
told
Super
you
Bowls.
earlier,
Against-
Eli's not first ballot.
Not in?
He's not first ballot.
Okay.
He's never been a top 5 quarterback in any season.
Okay.
He's been lower. He's been closer to the lower part. You feel me? Like you said, he done led the league in interceptions 3 different times, man. He is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Because he's Peyton Manning's brother, don't mean shit, man.
What you
Stop.
think- what you
Stop giving that man credit that he don't deserve. Now, he got the 2 Super Bowls.
Mhm.
Thank his teammates. You know what I mean? But outside of that, no.
What you think led to the 3 seasons with leading the league in interceptions?
He dumb as a doorknob. You feel me? my man say we got a dude that just called him a box of bricks. He dumb as a box of bricks, man. Come on, man.
What you think about that, Drew? Why didn't Eli get no? Do you think he should have got it?
No, he shouldn't have got in at all. He shouldn't have got in. He might not get in for the next couple more. It might be like eight, 9 years before he get in it in the Hall of Fame. Eli could not read defenses. Okay, that's why all the interceptions came. He could not read defenses. If it was a cover 1 or cover 2, he didn't know which cover it was. Okay, he couldn't read it. He was nothing like Peyton. He could not come to the line and see how the defense was looking, how it was running, and call it out. Like I say, Peyton called. Everybody know he said Omaha. We going to the next play.
Omaha.
We going to the next play. Eli looking on the sideline, asking for help. Okay, Eli won 2 lucky Super Bowls which I got to tell you. I was born in New York, but I ain't my team. But he won 2 lucky Super Bowls. The ball he threw that the boy caught on top of his helmet,
He actually had 1 touchdown that game.
and he had 1 time. And then listen, this man only won 12 games 1 time in his life. All the quarterback, he ain't win but 12 games once. Okay? Once. The rest of the game was 11. He was 11-5, 10-6, 8-8. You look at he wasn't no winning quarterback. All right? He had Lawrence Taylor. And he had some great defensive players. Michael Straight Hammer time. You understand what I'm saying? All right? He had tough corners. He had Banks. He had one of the best linebackers beside the middle linebacker. Banks was tearing people up. And the division he was in is still the best division, I think, in football. You can say what you want to. They got more rings than anybody in that division. Dallas, Washington, the Eagles, and the Giants, they got more rings than anybody. Back then, they was slaughtered. Nobody wanted to play the NFC.
Hold on. I gotta lock in. Hold up.
Nobody
the Ravens got 2. Bum ass Steelers got 5. That's 7.
Steelers got 4.
I got 4. Okay.
No, they got 5. They got 5. They lost 1.
I thought that was your boys.
That's okay. They lost 1. But ain't nobody else win none. Cincinnati ain't win none. The best division is still with the wins or the Super Bowl was the NFC. So Eli wasn't getting by the good years he had, and they slid to there, But like I said, he's not really that top grade quarterback. He was not that. He was never in the top 5 quarterback. You don't even mention, when they mention Eli, I don't even think he get in the top 10. You can't say top 10. He can't get in the top 10. So, no, he shouldn't have made it. They did a good thing with that. Let him sit out and sweat it some more. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll see him in 3 years, 4 years from now. He'll make it in there.
I've never heard nobody claim that that division is the best division because they won over time. That ain't how it go.
Oh, yes, it is. Time is everything.
All right, so let me say this.
Time is everything.
Is the division that no. Is the Celtics division the best division because the Celtics won the most championships in the NBA?
No, we're talking football. We ain't talking basketball.
But I mean, I've never heard
There's
that.
2 different sports. We're talking hard-nosed football. We're talking get down that field, run up down that field, hitting each other and all that stuff. Basketball is always a shooter's game and everything like that. They nice with it and everything. I told you who I did.
But we talking about what you did, your statement that you just made. You said that division is the best division, and when you say that, I'm thinking you talking about now, next year, this year.
I'm talking about overall, they the best division.
When did they ever start?
Because what you count as the chips is counting Super Bowls, right?
Right. So is the Pacific? Is it the Eastern? Whatever division.
They got 15
that
rings.
the Celtics are in. Is that the best division in basketball forever?
No, not the Eastern Conference. No, not the Eastern Conference. No, it's not the best. I'm talking football. Yeah,
we gonna come.
Yeah, we gotta come back to that. You have to get with it. I'm telling you. That division right there was hard nosed. You had the Cowboys back then that had a 3-headed monster, right? They had the quarterback, Emmitt Smith, and then they had a wide receiver. Wide receiver. They had them back there. You had a defense back there the Cowboys had.
We ain't talking about those 1,000 years ago.
I'm just talking about.
I ain't trying to hear that shit,
man. I'm talking about they
can't
back.
Nothing done
Now the Eagles done stepped up.
Eagles went home.
They went home, but they done stepped up and made that everybody scared to come play. You're going to prepare for the Eagles. You're going to prepare for I call them the Redskins, but you're going to prepare for Washington next year because the boy going to come out and he's going to be gunslinger and they're going to tear people behind up next year. Okay? Now watch and see. I'm telling you a year ahead of time, that division climbing back to the top.
I'm going with Harbaugh and them next year for that division.
Oh, no.
I'm going with the Giants.
Oh, no. Well, let's get, I got some dinner. I like to eat. You know, we go out for dinner. You pay for my dinner. We like to eat, okay?
Come on, man.
I'll let you pick, too.
No Diddy, man. No Diddy.
No, definitely not Diddy.
All right, so moving forward, man. We going to the All-Star game. The All-Star got a new format. They keep trying to change shit, and I think they keep, even though he ain't foreign, they do this shit for LeBron. LeBron wasn't in the lineup, now he in the lineup somehow. Now he right here got this team. Now instead of it being one team where he over here has 4 teams and 4 this and all this goofy shit, man, we gotta do better, man. What you think about this new format? They got let me get my paperwork.
Three teams.
There's gonna be 3 teams, and it's gonna be Team USA 1, Team USA 2. Guess what? With it being Team USA 2, LeBron moved up in the lineup somehow. He just was sitting down his first time, but somehow he bumps back up. I tell you, then they got a tiebreaker. They got all this extra shit. Them winning $1 million, that's about good. Close to 1.8. That's good. We always can use those type of bonuses. But outside of it being East and West, to me, this shit be getting too watery, man. What you think about that, Chill, man? You like the new format? Do you think they need to go back? What you think about it?
I think they is coming up and inventing stuff to make it more interesting for the European crowd. Because see, now the NBA done expanded to the Europeans. The game is watched all over, over the world. So they have made it more where they can get the athletes from overseas, to get more recognition. Because it's a lot of European basketball players now,
right.
And big time players that can ball. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, they gonna feed to LeBron because LeBron done help all these people eat. He done got more chicken. He helped them get more chicken than you, chick. Okay, this man he got players on the bench making more money than ever. Why you think they do the middle of the season? They do the championship in the middle of the season, right? Who won the first one? Okay? Now the athletes that's been on the bench all season, they don't get to play. They play that middle season championship. Them boys getting bonuses, they getting their little rings, they getting their little trophy and everything. Bron, I cannot hate against this man. Bron has helped change the game. Yeah, they say he a crybaby, and he do get a lot with a little bit of this and that, but he helped change the game to make it more interesting, money-wise, fan-wise. The dunk contest, man, that used to be my thing, man. Cause I don't know if
You
y'all
couldn't dunk.
Who?
What you was about to say?
Who?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Who could dunk? If you had asked about Chill, Big Country getting up and in, 42-inch vertical on you. Everybody, okay?
I came into your life a little later.
Yeah. You came back. You ain't see me.
I might have missed
You
that.
ain't seen me. You came in my life a little later, but I can handle that thing. All right, I had Airborne on me, not Air Jordan Airborne. But yeah, LeBron just brings life to the game. So yeah,
So
he
when
was
you
gonna
say-
sit down.
I gotta cut you off one more time.
Okay.
You said LeBron changed the game.
Money wise,
Now,
money
money-wise, the economy goes up every year. How did he change it any better?
He got the players that wasn't getting the money, right, to start getting the money. All right, when Michael Jordan was playing with Scotty and them, Michael was getting 31 million, right? Scotty was getting 4 million. Everybody else was getting less than that. All right, but it's not like that no more. If you're on a team, you sign a contract, you getting paid now. If you're a good athlete, first round pick, you getting paid now.
I think over time, athletes just starting to begin to understand they're worth more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And he helped them.
And they got smarter people in their corner, smarter money people, so they can, like you say, the economy rise every year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when these athletes are bringing in a lot of money for these owners, so the margin and the share has to start changing. You know what I'm saying? Because of who these athletes are becoming. They're becoming the owners of these teams. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So what you think about the format?
I think it's just, like you said, it's something interesting, something different than what we've been used to seeing. The game's been getting kind of boring. It hadn't been competitive. One thing that the Europeans going to do is compete. You know what I'm saying? That the international players, they're going to compete because they want to show America we're better than y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One thing about anybody from any other country, they got a chip on their shoulder. You feel me? I talk about chips on my shoulder all the time. You know what I mean? Like America is their target. You know what I'm saying? They want to show these athletes. They want to show we are the best. Y'all not the best, but I'm from America. And I'm rocking with the USA. You know
USA,
what I mean?
baby.
Red, white,
USA,
blue,
baby.
Yes, sir.
You know what
But
I'm
that's
saying?
that's
So-
what I'm saying. With that at hand, they want to show that they're the best athletes, but they have to work harder.
But from bottom to top,
They can't do it.
from grassroots to the NBA, the international format and how they're working is working better than the American format right now. That's why their younger athletes are coming into the game a little bit more mature, understanding the game a little bit more,
Season.
way more seasoned because they're getting to play. Like Luka Doncic been playing professionally since he was probably 15 years
15.
old. You
He's
know what I'm
15.
saying? So,
Okay.
so
It's like when we was
like
growing up.
he's been playing since he's been playing professionally since he's been 15. So when he come to the NBA at 19, his body, his mental already is in a different form than what a American player is who went through AAU, then played prep, then went to college, and college is a whole different system than what the NBA is. So they coming from that system, coming to the NBA, learning a different system. You know what I'm saying? So again, these Europeans, they starting from that system and they coming up in that kind of system and learning a different way. You know what I'm saying? So David West was speaking some good stuff.
What do you
about
think?
that,
What do you think we can take from that system that they're using? Can we copy it in any kind of way?
I don't know if we can copy it, but understanding the main thing is about development. You know what I mean? You have to develop. You know what I'm saying? And we not developing over here. You know what I'm saying? We just let them play. We get the best players, put them on the best teams.
So you mean all these trainers that's going on and all this, we ain't developing?
All the trainers ain't really them. You know what I'm saying? They not. Again, they doing the same thing. They getting the best players and they taking pictures of the best players.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
And they ain't worrying about
like
the student ball.
they not taking the kid that couldn't dribble the basketball and showing him how to dribble the basketball, showing why he making this dribble, showing why he going this way, showing
Foul
you
line.
know what I'm saying?
Layups.
Those little aspects of why you doing this. You know what I'm saying?
You saying they taking the best kid, putting them on film,
Yeah.
and then making it look like they
They
got
did
them to the
something.
point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kids already got
I've
talent.
seen it. You know
Well,
what
you
I
work
mean?
with some of the young talent in the NBA now. You actually train, Bub Carrington.
Yeah.
So when you first got around him, did he have the skill? Did you I mean, he's
So-
in the NBA, so he definitely improved.
So Bub, first of all, his father was a mainstay in Baltimore basketball. You feel me? So he was developing him, and he was being developed because he was in the gym all the time. You know what I mean? So that's one part of it. Just being a gym rat, just always being in the gym. You don't have kids that just want to be in the gym. You got kids that want to go sit home and play on a video game. You got kids that, and a lot of these kids are spoiled and coddled. You feel me? By these parents, that don't make them accountable or make them do it. Like for me, like my son, like I'm not forcing my son to play ball. You know what I'm saying? If he want to hoop, he gonna hoop. But I'm not forcing him to do it. I want him to be able to understand he can do something outside of it. But if he's gonna do it, it's gonna be in a certain way, and I'm gonna need a certain thing from him. You know what I mean? So, and I don't think all parents really understand that. You know what I'm saying? They just want their kid
To be a star.
to be nice.
To be nice, but
Yeah.
a lot of the parents trying to live through their children. You know what I'm saying? And their children don't even understand what you're talking about.
Right.
They just want to have some fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But like I said, it all goes back to what we trying to do. We trying to develop. You know what I mean? And if a kid really want to do it, then it's gonna come out of them. You know what I mean?
And I agree because I want my son to be. The thing says student athlete. They don't say athlete
Oh,
student, right?
oh,
Okay. I want to be student because if something happened and he don't make it, he break his leg or this that
Do
and
you
that,
understand the
he'll still
percent-
have the process of learning.
That you know the chances of making it is.
It's only
But
64.
listen, we ain't never heard
1%.
we never heard about Giannis being a student athlete. We never heard. You said 15, right?
Yeah.
So if he's 15 and we talking about him coming in the league, when we talking about Luka and those type of guys, rookie of the year and those type of things, we didn't hear about no student athlete with them.
Yeah, because they was getting them books. They was straight A students. They had private tutors getting them books.
I personally
They-
can't say that
Right.
because I haven't lived in an atmosphere in that aspect, but I also watch, like, I wouldn't even say European, but like Chinese culture, culture, and how they discipline and teach and how. So it's different in different cultures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And our culture is just a little. Yeah, it's a little different. You know what I mean? We have a spoiled country, man. You know what I mean? And it's.
Yes, sir. So, staying on the topic of the All-Stars, there's a few All-Stars that got snubbed, or a few guys that I think, they saying that they got snubbed.
Y'all want to name the reserves?
We can name reserves, but we really don't need to. But we just want to know, I want to know, do y'all agree with these three names?
All right.
All right, so we're going to start with you, Mike first. You got Kawhi. Kawhi's averaging about 27, close to 30 right now. He hasn't played the whole season, but he's still doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
We got Sengun. He's one of the catalysts and one of the reasons why Houston is doing so well this year. Alongside Kevin Durant, but Sengun is making a big impact. And then we got the All-Star from former All-Star Olympian Embiid for the East. Right now, I'm looking at the East roster. It ain't that big,
No.
right? So he can hit threes. He can, So I ain't gonna answer the question for y'all. What you think, Mike? Did any of these three get snubbed? Should they been in?
Definitely Sengun. Sengun has been having a great season. Houston is between number 2 and number 3 in their conference. To only have one player on the roster is kind of but with the season he's having, he should be an all-star. Looking at the reserves, only person that I really think he could have replaced is Denny Avia, but Avia is having a great season, and I don't really want to take anything away from him. So, yes, he got snubbed, but what can you do when there's so many great players in the league, man?
Right.
As far as Joel Embiid, I don't think he played enough, and I don't think Kawhi Leonard played enough for either one of them to make it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say this: Joel Embiid has been hooping. He's been looking way much healthier than he looked over the past few years, and I really hope he stays healthy. I remember a few weeks ago you was asking me about what teams that I like, and I have been a Philadelphia fan over the past few seasons. I like the package of Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey has been a good, but I wish they'd have kept a few certain pieces that would have made them better. But and as far as Kawhi Leonard, I just don't think he played enough this season. He's been he had a great January. He had a great month of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He had a real great month of basketball, but the person that should have made it from their team is James Harden.
Yes, sir. I agree. All right. What you think, Drew?
Yeah, I think Kawhi shouldn't have made it. Even though he having a great January and everything, Kawhi won't stay on the court long enough to help his team win. And all-stars, that's what your all-stars do. They stay on the court. They sacrifice. Kawhi is not a sacrifice. He will not sacrifice. I remember Kawhi sitting out for 2 years over injury that only took 5 months. And, I'm not in his body, but only took 5 months. And his teammates, Tim Duncan and all of them was looking at him like, well, come on, come back. When you gonna come back? You practice, when you gonna come back? He just don't have. He got the heart for the game within himself, but he don't show all-star capabilities. Or when I say that, the mindset is not. He's not. He's a little selfish. Put it like that.
I kind of like what Chicken was saying earlier about why nobody from the Clippers made it.
Yeah, they were saying that, we spoke on it last week on last week's show that the Clippers and the owner was doing some things with Kawhi's company where they was, funneling
not
the money.
Kawhi company. It was a company that they was using. They were using the company to pay Kawhi through.
Right. So doing that to pay some of the guys. So it's like the NBA somehow, they kind of like overlooked the votes. Like, we talking about votes. He in LA. LA is a big city. LA is California is a big state. I would think that they would get the votes.
It's in their arena.
I would think that they would get the votes.
Their new arena.
And the fans really,
like
they don't.
It's in their new
They
arena.
don't like
It's
it.
in their stadium.
In that state, they
They
don't
not
like
to
it.
have one person.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then,
know.
Embiid, man, that man is a beast, man. And I know he ain't been playing a lot, right? But he's a beast. So they just had to get themselves together and start the road. You just can't come in. All right, say you got 50 games before the All-Star break, right? You can't play 24, 25 games and got good numbers and everything like that. And then talking about you won't be on All-Star team. Now that boy from Houston.
Hold up. We can't blame somebody for being hurt, though.
No, they were that. Sometimes they're not hurt. Sometimes they'll sit down.
You can't
You
reward
get
them.
that's what I'm talking about.
So,
how you gonna give them so?
If I only play 30 games, but I average 40, how is that on? How y'all gonna penalize me for that?
Because the simple fact, we aren't saying penalize. We're saying something nice when they got back-to-backs. You can sometimes start and choose to not play that back-to-back game. Okay? So they want to sit out on the back-to-back game. Oh, you had 40 that night, we won. And then you sat out on the next game that we needed to win, right? But you sat out because you didn't feel like playing that night. You didn't want to go back-to-back. That's how it is. Like he said, like Mike said, they spoil, America spoil. Now overseas, you're gonna play. You're gonna play every time you get on that court. They ain't trying to hear that. See what I'm saying? So that's the thing. But I like the guy from Houston. What's his name? Sengun. This man, I was watching him play. When Houston lost to OKC about the first part of January, right? After that, Houston went on a tear, right? And this man is the reason Kevin and him and Green, they on a tear right now. That's a new big three, okay? They on a tear. This man should have made it.
Who you say?
Who's the big three over there with the Raptors?
Green.
What Green?
Green?
The twin.
Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson. I'm sorry, Thompson. I'm sorry.
Green gone.
Yeah. Thompson, but Green on his bench though.
Oh, Jeff Green.
Yeah, he on the bench. I'm sorry. Yeah, but they done turned into a big three in the West, okay? And they looking good. Houston looking good. They looking like they knocked someone. And when they first made the trade, everybody was like, "Nah, why you going to Houston? Why you going to Houston?" Durant.
What?
Man, they was like that because he was in Phoenix, right? They was looking good in Phoenix. They had a team in Phoenix.
Yeah, he looked good in Phoenix.
He decided I need another look. You know what I'm saying? He went somewhere where he can run. He finally took over and wanted to take charge of a team. You understand what I'm saying? Because the other teams he was on, he always laid back. He had superstars with him. But now
he laid back on Houston to me. He get a bucket when he need to get a bucket. He let Sengun do the work.
He's getting older though. He got to cool out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's saying lead the team. I think he, in a way, he picked his spots.
Yeah. He's
He
showing
let-
real leadership. That's what I'm saying. He matured in the NBA. Like when we matured. Now we know the game. All right, I'm gonna get my looks. I'm gonna hit my buckets. Right. I gotta get my other teammates into the game. Get them rolling. When we can make
He never
them.
really had a choice in that because he's always, like you say, he's always had somebody. So with Westbrook, like he didn't have a choice. Westbrook gonna go get his.
Yes.
When he played with
Harden gonna go get
when
his.
he left,
Booker.
he went with Booker. He gonna go get his. He played with Golden State. So he never really had a role where he had to be. He had to.
Number one. But he always was number one
He's
though.
the number one, But he ain't never been on a team where he's had to force being the number one.
That's right.
He's
Look,
always had somebody
even Brooklyn.
to help him. That's what I'm saying.
Even when he was in Brooklyn.
Kyrie,
He had
and James
Kyrie.
Harden.
No,
Yes.
with Brooklyn, he wasn't number one at Brooklyn.
No, he wasn't number
I'm
one.
gonna just put it up. It was hard.
Harden
It was
number
hard.
one.
Yeah,
It was hard in Brooklyn.
yeah, but
But I mean,
Because he was hurt at the time.
because he was coming back off bench. Yeah.
and I
It
still
was
say
hard.
I don't know why James Harden. I'm like, but with you, James Harden should be on the All-Star team always. He's an automatic
Double.
gun. All right, he's an automatic. He gonna play, and he done picked up his defense.
I
this year.
believe he leading the league in assists.
Yeah.
Last time
Yeah.
I checked.
And shooting everybody lights
Yeah.
out all day and night.
If Jokic stats, see, that's what I'm saying. We talked about injuries. If Jokic stats,
Jokic was out for like 2 weeks.
he would, but so with 2 weeks. So he and his stats in there. So he lead the league in assists. Jokic.
Okay. All right. Well,
Jokic
Last week-
Jokic's top 5. He's number 1 in rebounds, number 1 in assists, top 5 in scoring.
yeah, he tough.
Yo.
I'm still going with Ant-Man for MVP though. All
Hold
right. So last week,
up. I do want to shout out the first time All-Stars, Scotty Barnes,
Yeah.
Norm Powell,
Yeah.
Jalen Duren,
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson,
Now that you said
The
that,
boy from Miami.
Jamal.
how is Norm Powell on that and then the Embiid ain't? They giving up too much love.
He get
Because
work.
Miami,
Powell.
He get work.
Powell.
because
Powell.
Miami
Powell.
is
Powell.
top 6 in
Powell.
the East.
Powell need to come off for Embiid.
Wow.
Wow,
When that
Powell's
record battle was
killing. He killing. He down there.
So
getting-
my-
no record in no
He's
All-Star
getting
game.
big. He's better.
He's getting rebounds,
Can't say for
scoring,
anyone else,
and
no
shutting
matter.
people down. He shut
He's
people down.
supposed to.
Cool. And you know who else?
Pascal Siakam.
Murray don't belong on that.
Jamal.
No.
You
Give me
tripping.
Kawhi over Murray. Give me Kawhi over
Nah.
Murray.
Yeah,
What
I
you
might-
think?
I
What
might-
y'all think? I might be bugging.
You
Am I bugging?
You
Give
tripping.
me Kawhi over
What we talking about?
Murray.
Murray from Denver?
Yeah.
They're not in the same.
Give me Kawhi over though.
They not.
When Denver top 3 and
Give me
in the
Kawhi. Give me the claw. Look, give me the claw. Give me the claw. That's what I
And
want.
then did they fall off with Jokic? How many games did they lose when Jokic wasn't playing?
The big
They
man.
still got a good team.
But understand
Who
this.
was leading them when Jokic wasn't playing?
They wasn't playing nobody when Jokic wasn't playing.
Come on, man. You just said Jokic missed
He
the
wasn't
last.
playing nobody when
He
Jokic
missed
wasn't
a
playing.
month. It wasn't just 2 weeks. He missed a month.
No, he ain't missing a month. He about 3 weeks. He could, but look, you gotta think in 3 weeks, niggas might have.
Yo, they played
8
a
games?
lot
Yeah,
of
they'll
games.
play.
They
They'll play
played.
8 to 10 games.
I don't know.
No,
I
8
don't
games.
know.
8
I don't
games.
know. All right, we gonna check.
Because
We
they
gonna check on
they're
it.
gonna have some back to back. But I'm saying.
Hold up, Jamal Murray and Denny Avdia. Y'all, good. Congratulations on y'all first All-Star game, man.
Okay. The Chicago Bulls last week retired Derrick Rose's jersey, number 1. It was a real emotional night. You know, it was real talked about a lot for the past week. So, you know, first we want to shout out Derrick Rose.
Shout out
Shout out Rose.
I do think that they should have retired his jersey. You know, with some grumbles, should they have or not? But we're gonna stay on the fashion of Hall of Fame. So I'm gonna ask y'all fellas. We're gonna start with you, Drew. Do you think D Rose will be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna say that with all respect to you, D-Rose. All respect and all. I say that to you. But you're not gonna be that Hall of Fame guy because you was a great player, but your leadership role was slack, man. We know. I mean, you lead good in out in Chicago. You do a lot of stuff in Chicago. Steve Rose haven't even cashed his check yet. His first check from the NBA, he hasn't cashed his check yet. He takes the money and he puts out for people in Chicago, mothers that got single mothers, all the kids he do for them and everything like that. He do a lot of good stuff. But your basketball, when you was on that basketball court, you was nice, but you ain't gonna get first round ballot. And you ain't got no ring. That's another thing. He ain't got no ring. He was the hype coming out of college.
Mm-hmm.
He was the hype.
First
He
pick?
was the hype. First pick, the man, the hype. But he ain't gonna get it.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year, but he will not get on first ballot. Sorry, he will not get on first ballot. They're going to say that to somebody else. No, he's not a bad playing guy. He's a great player. But he just don't have enough. And his stats are not way up there.
17.9 career.
Yeah,
Average.
yeah. He supposed to average 24 or 25 a game. Every game, okay? He supposed to shoot like Mike. All right? Hey, he supposed to come out there and nobody can stay in front of him. So if you got it when nobody can stay in front of him, this man will go by anybody and flash and go by anybody. But he pulls up. He didn't show his stuff the whole time he was in the NBA. He didn't show his stuff. He supposed to be like you said, Joe. He averaged 18 points a game. He supposed to at least have 25 points a game on an average. They're the ones that make it the first round. They're the ones that make it.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm a real big Derrick Rose fan. And as far as first ballot Hall of Famer, I will not give him the nod because over his career he was injured too much and he didn't get the title. But what I will say is he was the youngest MVP. He had maybe one of the best 5-year runs in NBA. And I'm a big fan from him. I'm a big fan because he played with one of my guys, Joy, the Big Jordan. You know what I'm saying? At what's her name? So, you know what I mean. But I don't really think that he's first ballot Hall of Fame because he had a long enough stance at being in the top. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't think he would be first ballot Hall of Fame.
Okay. How about So moving on, we're gonna go into the last topic of this morning. Dennis Schroeder. So he's been traded again. Now he's been on 11 different teams. All right. So when I think of that, my mind could go either way. But what do you think about a situation?
He keep a job, I tell you that much.
Right.
You know what I mean? Any decided player from what I see, I like him. Hey, he just can't stay in one place. He just don't fit in anywhere. That's what it seemed like to me. And the places that he did fit in, his attitude, I think he got an attitude problem or something, man, because ain't no way he keep getting traded like that.
His last job, he was about to beef with
Doug Christie.
No, not Doug Christie. He was chasing Luke, told Luke to meet him in the locker room, all that type of stuff. You think that led to him getting traded?
Kicked out of LA, yeah.
No,
this was when he was just now.
Yeah, just now.
Probably last week they played against each other, and he was telling Luka, like, come on to the locker room.
Yeah.
I think Luka was, joking him about being traded.
Yeah.
So,
It was in January. He tried to square off.
So, based on some stories that I've heard about Dennis Schroeder, he's an asshole. You know what I mean? And him being an asshole gets him into friction with different players on different teams. You know what I'm saying? So, that, again, like I said, his attitude could be leading him to getting traded to different teams, man. Who knows, man?
Alrighty. What you think about it, Drew?
Yeah, man, Derek Schroeder, man. Dennis Schroeder. This man had, when he on, he's rolling with a good guard, good point guard, good head on the basketball court. But off the basketball court, he got his head in the wrong places, man. This man had a chance to stay with the Lakers. They was going to give this man $84 million for 5 years. He thought it was worth more than that. His wife, and I don't like talking about nobody's woman, but his wife told him, don't take the money. You can get more than that. And guess what they did? They said, you ain't getting no more? We getting rid of you. All right, we sending you to Boston. You going to Boston now. And since he did that, he been rolling on other teams. They was going to trade him out, move him around until he retire, until it's over with. Matter of fact, I really think he might got one more year because they running out of jersey. They running out of 17s and 71s, and they running out of jersey for him, man. It's nowhere else he can go, man. It's nowhere else he can go. And I liked him at LA. Matter of fact, if he stayed at LA, they might have did something because that's what they needed. Somebody with ball handling skills that he got, right? He's a good free throw shooter, okay? He's very good defense, okay? He got that stuff locked down. He just got an attitude problem and he listened to his woman too much, man. Get some grown-ups. Get some grown-ups in you, man. So tell her to be quiet.
You pause, man.
Yeah.
Some grown
Get
ups.
some grown-ups in you, man.
Some gonads,
That's
man.
something, man.
Gonads, baby.
Stop letting her tell you everything to do, man. You got to make decisions on your own, your best decision. You in the locker room, like Kobe said. That song say what Kobe said. You ain't in the locker room when I was shooting jump shots, okay?
Yeah,
She ain't out on the court when you out there shooting jump shots. We got to travel with these guys, man. So this might be his last. This is his last run, but he got 11 jerseys. He got a lot of jerseys, yo. I mean, his collection is nice.
So on this note, right? Let's just say this, because this is what my mind was going to with this. I'm gonna keep it 100. Is Schroeder the girl that everybody want? But you know, sometimes the girl that everybody want, we consider a freak. Mm-hmm. So, is it good that everybody want him? Is it good that he can go anywhere? You know, is that the girl you want?
It's good because, like Mike said, he keep a job and he getting that money. All right, so he getting that paper, but he could have just settled. He's chasing paper. Now he had the paper. They was gonna give him the money. It was guaranteed. He said, "We're gonna give you this money right here."
Look,
he said somebody. His wife told me he worth $100 million. You could have took the 80 million and made it 100 million.
Turning the hoe into a housewife. The hoe thought the grass was green on the other side.
No.
Thought the grass was green.
So that's what I was thinking. Is my man the hoe or what, man? Is my man the hoe of the league?
He turned to a hoe.
Yeah. They straight. They couldn't.
He chose the streets, baby.
He chose it. He chose it because he had it.
You ain't lying. He definitely could have took it back.
He had that stuff in his hand. He had it in his hand, and he went the other way.
Yes, sir.
You know, I don't know if they flipped him or not, but they showing him trade. They also passing him around.
He flipped him.
They
Passing
passing him around like it ain't nothing.
Man, you got Schroeder, go get you one. The niggas don't be talking that shit, man.
Pass around.
They cut all that shit out, man. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. That's all the time we got today on Superstar of Sports. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
And that's on Neighborhood.